gonna keep going. I feel like there's more to learn, more to explore, more instruments to play. I have my ukulele back there. Start recording now. I'm only using the built-in mic on the headphones. None of my ideas have really been panning out this month, and then I started having some arm pain. I was trying to think of what I could do that didn't require using this arm, and I thought about the song that I did last year in my car with just some earbuds and like the built-in mic of that, and just using the voice and different noises that I could make. One morning I woke up this past week and I just had this like weird concept where I just used the word doom, maybe some silence, and then changing the word to bloom. The title that came to mind was something like the cycles of extinction, this cycle of things seeming to be going wrong and then collapse and then the birth of something new.
So I took the individual sounds from the whole recording and separated them into different things like birds, thuds and bangs, air compressor. I kind of guessed on what these were sometimes. Nail gun, hammer, sander, and a saw. I basically made an instrument based on these tracks. So I assigned each sound to a different note on the keyboard. It ends up sounding like this.
And that's what our life was for a couple weeks.
But yeah, that's what I did.
I chose a weird time signature that I'm not familiar with, a 5/4 time, and I started with this one. Each track is maybe just adding a couple new sounds. I didn't add any effects to anything and didn't add any other instruments. I just decided I liked just raw.
I have a new instrument to play with. I believe I've heard this called a lap harp before, but I think from this company it's called a Music Maker, and it's just beautiful. Day one with this little guy.
Okay, so the second part of the process was I went into GarageBand and played with synths, and I did a bunch of layers of that. So all of these, that is how I got this. Okay, so after I did the main piano parts and found the noises that I wanted for the main melody, I did a lot of different embellishment stuff. Kept revisiting the song throughout the day because I just kept getting inspired and adding to it. It just quickly developed. So the next day I just did some mixing and fine tuning, and Eric helped with the final mixing, and it was done. So I basically started with this synth and used musical typing, and then I built from there, adding all of these other synths.
Just needed something to channel everything that I had been feeling, which had been a lot of anxiety. Started plunking around with some synths on the computer, and everything kind of came together pretty quickly, and I felt a lot better after that. Yes, it started with like not necessarily any kind of melodic synth, but something that made really interesting and weird noises. I don't know, it's creating some sort of atmosphere.
I found this other synth to start adding some structure. And then this one for a little more structure and movement. Then I wanted to have like this buildup of intensity that then kind of broke or overflowed. So I added in a bunch of these weird things, and then I wanted a lot of like texture and adding a little bit of chaos to it.
Eric gifted me this one year, maybe 2020. It's a music box that you can punch your own song into, and I'm going to punch some holes and just not think about anything. I can't really even tell how to line this up. Let's just start on that. That looks off already. I'm not doing very good at aiming. It's slow moving so far. Okay, I'm gonna try to get looser with it. I ran the strip through the original way, and I flipped it upside down, ran it through that way, and then I ran it through this way, and then flipped that upside down. And then I recorded them all at 85 beats per minute so that I could try to keep a sort of consistent tempo, but the notes don't all line up perfectly. Also recorded all four variations fast, just not really with any tempo. I mean, how cool would that be if they all lined up really, really well together? Okay, so I am trying yet another day to get this song to feel like it's working. And so Eric started helping me with some EQ stuff, but I still wasn't liking the notes that I had come up with on any of the synths that that I had tried playing with. So he just suggested maybe trying like really long held out chords. He wrote down all the notes to match the key of what the music box is playing. I think I'm just to that point where I think I'm just done with this song. So My idea was hold all of the notes at the same time. So that's what I did. With the nature of this particular synth, it kind of allowed certain notes to like come in and then go out and in and out and kind of do that on their own. And I feel better about this than I have about any of the other options. So I'm going to stick with that. Literally just all of the notes being held the entire length of the song. That is maybe the laziest way I've ever created.
All of the ones that are grayed out are ones that I tried that I did not feel worked, and there were at least 2 or 3 others that I had in there but deleted.
So I forgot to record a part, and I am going to do that now while it's quiet. About all the sounds outside. Under 20 minutes, I just had a really quick idea as I was packing up on the steel tone wheel. Super simple, very short, but very soothing, and the point was kind of to embrace the noises. All right, thanks.